Did you know that Americans spend over $90 billion on lottery tickets every year? Everyone knows the odds of winning are slim, yet they still try their luck. What most of them don't know is how exactly this massive system works. At its simplest, you just buy a ticket and pray for the best. But how does the lottery really work? Who collects the money? Who decides the winner? And who decides how much the winner will get? This is what we're gonna find out today. Let's start by learning how it all started. The first lottery. The lottery is not new. Let us tell you the most interesting story of the beginning of the lottery. Believe it or not, the idea of the lottery dates back to the Han Dynasty in China around 200 BC. Back then, people played Keno. It was an earlier form of modern lotteries that was used to fund nothing less than monumental projects like the Great Wall of China. Imagine that! This simple game of chance was literally used to build walls. Moving on to Europe, the first known lotteries were held during the Roman Empire, but it was for a unique purpose. It was used to amuse the guests at dinner parties. Guests would receive tickets with the chance to win anything from jewelry to slaves. But in Rome, they had a different tradition. Emperor Augustus organized a public lottery to repair Rome itself, where prizes included assorted valuable goods. By the 15th century, the concept of the lottery had spread to the Low Countries, for example, modern-day Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Here again, the public lotteries were not just for entertainment purposes. They were used for raising funds for town fortifications and for helping the poor. The local town crier would announce the next draw, and the winning party would win money for food or financial support. Then we jump to early modern times. Although the English likely experimented with raffles and similar games of chance earlier, the first recorded official lottery was organized by Queen Elizabeth I in 1566 and was drawn in 1569. At that time, 400,000 tickets were issued at a cost of 10 shillings each. And guess what? 10 shillings was roughly 3 weeks of wages for ordinary citizens. The grand prize was worth about £5,000, which is equivalent to 6,257 USD, and in that era, it was a pretty good amount. This massive lottery was designed to raise money for building boats and new ports and ships for the royal fleet. Now, what about the modern lottery? Well, let's see. In the United Kingdom, the National Lottery started in 1994 and quickly became famous. Meanwhile, Australia had already started its own lottery in the 1880s with its first games in Sydney. Over in the United States, one of the biggest names in the lottery world began as Lotto America in 1988. It wasn't long before it changed its name to Powerball in 1992, with the first game under the new name happening just a few days later. This famous lotto was created by Dr. Edward J. Stanek and Steve Caputo, who came up with a cool idea. They decided to use two separate groups of numbers that they called drums for the draw. This made it harder to win, which meant the prize money got really big when nobody won, and the game rolled over to the next draw. This change made people even more excited to play, hoping to win those huge jackpots. Another big lottery in the US is Mega Millions, which started in 1996 under the name The Big Game. It got a new name, Mega Millions, in 2002. This lottery is known for giving players a bit better chance to win something big compared to others. And big means really big. It once had a jackpot of over $1.602 billion. The third largest amount ever won by just one person in August 2023. And yes, you can win it too because the rules are so basic, and there's a high chance you're eligible to play. Let's see how this system works. Now, how does the lottery work? Well, the most basic thing first, the tickets. You might not think much about the humble lottery ticket, but it's a product of high security printing. These tickets are not just printed anywhere, they're produced in secure facilities that could rival some banks. Specialized companies use advanced printing technology to ensure that every ticket is secure from counterfeiting or tampering. This includes unique barcodes and holographic seals. Some companies are even testing heat-sensitive inks for lottery tickets that reveal images or text when warmed by your thumb. Now, once these tickets are printed, they're ready to be sold. The prices of these can vary, but let's talk about two of the big players, Powerball, and Mega Millions. Tickets for these games typically cost $2 each, but players can opt to add features like Power Play or Mega Plier for an additional $1, which can multiply non-jackpot prizes. Now, where can you buy these tickets? These are sold at licensed retailers. This includes convenience stores, gas stations, and grocery stores. You can spot those little machines or counters where hopeful players line up to buy their chance at fortune. In recent years, buying lottery tickets has entered the digital age. Many states now allow you to purchase tickets online through official lottery websites, which means you can play from the comfort of your own home using a computer or smartphone. The process is straightforward. All you have to do is set up an account, select your game, choose your numbers, or go for a quick pick and pay for your tickets. Online purchases often allow you to track past tickets and even replay your favorite numbers. When it comes to actually picking those lucky numbers, there are a number of options. The most traditional method is to choose your own numbers. Maybe you go with birthdays, anniversaries, or just numbers that feel lucky. The other popular option is to use the quick pick, where the lottery terminal automatically selects a random set of numbers for you. Statistics show that the majority of lottery tickets are bought with quick pick numbers. But don't worry, regardless of how the numbers are chosen, the odds of winning remain the same. Each method has its fans. Some people love the personal touch of picking their own numbers, believing it increases their chances. Well, it doesn't, but it does add to the fun. Others prefer the speed and simplicity of letting the machines do the work. Whichever method you choose, don't worry about your chances of winning. The winner is chosen fair and square. So, how is the winner chosen? Let's start with the odds, which are frankly astronomical. For Powerball, the odds of winning the jackpot are about 1 in 292.2 million. For Mega Millions, the odds are 1 in 302.6 million. These odds show how difficult it is to match all of the required numbers for the grand prize. Now let's put it into perspective. The chances of getting struck by lightning are 1 in 775,000, which means you're more likely to get hit by lightning than win $1 million in the lottery. Still, people try their luck. Maybe because smaller prizes have much better odds. For example, the odds of winning a $1 million prize by matching 5 numbers, but not the Powerball or Mega Ball, are around 1 in 12 mil. Now, how is a winner chosen? Lottery drawings are designed to be extremely random. Typically, these drawings use 2 machines, one that mixes the white balls and another for the colored balls, like the red Powerball or gold Mega Ball. These machines are often air mix machines that forcefully blow the balls around the chamber before one is mechanically selected through a tube. In Powerball, 5 white balls are drawn from a drum containing 69 balls, and 1 red Powerball is drawn from a separate drum of 26 balls. Mega Millions operate similarly. 5 white balls are drawn from a set of 70, and 1 gold Mega Ball is drawn from a set of 25. This method is perfect for choosing random winning numbers. So, however you choose your numbers, it doesn't matter. The mixing machine does not discriminate against you. It chooses the winner randomly. Once a winning ticket is drawn, the clock starts ticking. Winners have a set period within which they must claim their prizes, typically ranging from 90 days to 1 year, depending on the state. If a prize is not claimed within the allotted time, the funds typically go back into the lottery pool, or are directed to other state-funded projects or educational funds. Now, if someone wants to increase their winnings on lower-tier prizes, some other options are available, like Power Play for Powerball or Mega Plier for Mega Millions. Now, how do you select these options? Well, when purchasing a ticket, players can add these features for an additional $1. These options multiply non-jackpot prizes by a number that's randomly selected in each draw. The multiplier number is drawn separately at the time of the lottery drawing. This number ranges from 2 to 5 in Powerball and 2 to 5 in Mega Millions. The selection of the multiplier also uses a random draw mechanism, which makes sure the winner wins fair and square and there's unpredictability in the game. For example, in a Power Play draw, different numbers of balls represent each multiplier option, and the drawn ball determines whether prize amounts are doubled, tripled, or more. Depending on the option you chose or the feature you opted for, how much could you win? Let's see. How much do you win? When you buy a lottery ticket, you're entering a world where the potential winnings can reach dizzying heights. Understanding how much you can win, how the prize pool grows, and the impact of additional options make the lottery experience even more amazing. Each time a lottery ticket is purchased, a big portion of that money goes into the prize pool. For big lotteries like Powerball and Mega Millions, the starting jackpot amount is often set at $20 million or more. From there, the jackpot grows with each drawing where there's no jackpot winner. The increase in the jackpot size is also increased by ticket sales. The more tickets sold, the larger the prize pool grows. The way the pool increases is pretty straightforward. If no one wins the jackpot in a drawing, the money allocated for that jackpot rolls over to the next drawing, increasing the size of the next jackpot. This rollover mechanism can lead to some jaw-dropping figures, especially when several draws pass without a jackpot winner. Over the years, some lotteries have seen jackpots grow to extraordinary amounts through numerous rollovers. For example, the largest jackpot in U.S. history was a Powerball jackpot that reached $2.04 billion in November 2023, which went to a single person, Edwin Castro from California. The drawing had rolled over 40 times since August of 2023. Now, you can imagine what multiple draws do to the prize pool. Mega Millions has also seen huge jackpots, with a record-setting $1.6 billion won by a single ticket in August 2023. The winner of smaller prizes can win much higher than this if they had chosen the Power Play option. It's an additional feature in Powerball that players can get for an extra $1 per play. This feature allows non-jackpot winners to multiply their winnings. The multiplier numbers are randomly selected during the drawing. For example, if you win a $1 million prize and the Power Play number drawn is 4, your winnings would be multiplied and increased to $4 million. Let's consider a scenario. You play Powerball and match all 5 white balls, winning $1 million. If you had chosen the Power Play and a 4 times multiplier is drawn, your prize quadruples to $4 million. For smaller prizes like matching 4 white balls in the Powerball to win 50 grand, a 4 times Power Play would boost your prize to $200,000. It's interesting to note that not all the money from ticket sales goes into the prize pool. A significant portion is also allocated to various state programs, including education, parks, elder care, and other community projects. This means your lottery ticket purchase not only gives you a shot at winning, but also contributes to important state initiatives. How do lottery payouts work? Winning a lottery jackpot offers a life-changing opportunity with 2 main options on how to receive the winnings. Take all your money at once with a lump sum, or spread it out over 29 years with an annuity. Going for the lump sum means you get all your cash in one big swoop. Say the jackpot is $100 million. The lump sum might actually be around $60 million before the IRS steps in for his cut. And why is it less? Well, because the $100 million figure is what you would get if you let the lottery be deposited into your bank account over nearly 3 decades. Most winners go for the lump sum because, let's be honest, instant mega riches sound way more exciting than waiting around, right? But there is a disadvantage. When you choose the lump sum option, most of your money is deducted due to tax. The feds will take their share, which could be around 37%, and depending on your state, they might take a bit more tax. The bottom line is that the dreamy jackpot that you start with will become a bit more modest once the taxes have been deducted. Now, if you pick the annuity, you play the long game. The lottery officials will pay you that $100 million, but in smaller annual slices that get a bit bigger each year. This is much like getting a paycheck from your mega win every single year. Plus, spreading out the money can mean less tax paying each time you get a slice, potentially keeping you from leaping into a higher tax bracket. This option is perfect for anyone who fears they might blow through their windfall on a shopping spree. It's a steady hand, ensuring you have a fat wallet for decades. Regardless of how you take your money, remember, Taxes are coming for it. You will lose a chunk right off the bat to federal taxes and maybe state taxes too. It all depends on where you live and where you bought your ticket. And did you know the store that sold you the winning ticket? They hit a mini jackpot too. States often toss them a bonus, anything from a few $1,000 to $1 million. Not bad for just selling a piece of paper, right? So, what to do after winning the lottery? Winning the lottery feels like a dream come true, but it's the beginning of a journey that needs careful steps. Let's walk through what you should do after you realize you've hit the jackpot. First up, make sure your lottery ticket is secure. This little piece of paper is now worth a fortune, so treat it with care. Sign the back of your ticket as soon as you can because this marks it as yours. It's also a good idea to take pictures of the front and back of the ticket. After you've done that, find a very safe place to keep it, like a lockbox or a safe deposit box at a bank. Remember, this ticket is as valuable as a pile of cash. Next, even though it might be tempting to start calling friends and family to tell them about your big win, it's smarter to keep quiet about it. If too many people find out, you might find yourself dealing with a lot of attention, and not all of it will be welcome. Some people might ask for money, or you might even attract some unwanted attention. Keeping your big news a secret for a while gives you the space to make plans without the added pressure. Now, winning big money is exciting, but managing it is the most important thing you can do. So, you should get some experts on board. Hire the right professionals right away. You need a financial advisor to help you figure out how to manage and grow your money. A tax attorney is essential too, because they'll help you understand how much tax you owe and how to handle it best. You should also consider finding an accountant to keep track of your money and make sure everything adds up correctly. Lastly, a lawyer can help you with the legal side of things, like making a will or setting up trusts to protect your assets. If you do these things, you'll make sure your dream come true winnings turn into a lasting benefit. If you want to know more, make sure to watch our next video where we'll tell you all about the top 10 things you absolutely need to know when you win the lottery. Click here to watch and get all the expert advice you need.